Hey, this is Beth Kruger of Wanderful Vintage. Thanks so much for following along with me here on YouTube.
Hey there. So I am going to go on a little sourcing trip this morning before I actually have a meeting. So follow me along, limited time at the Goodwill.
So this is a little image of my very favorite Goodwill. And you can see here my first stop today was the framed artwork. This is always like a hodgepodge, and today was no different. So, some goodies, some crazy, ugly junk, which is typical, but I did find this beauty. And I really love the colors, and the price was right. So that went into the cart for my first plan. I loved this Santa Claus. I thought that the image was lovely and old-fashioned. I loved the frame. It was really big though, so I ultimately didn't bring that home with me. I thought these were super cute, but the frames were really, nothing special, nothing really old enough for me to take home with me. That frame was super cool, even though it had some mandala like coloring book image in it. But I really liked that frame, and also even the one behind it. I thought was pretty cool. This is the Christmas aisle this particular day that I went in. Lots of fun things, nothing ultimately that I needed, but I'm always kind of keeping my eyes peeled for Christmas stuff. I think that's always a good one to look for. Our home and garden section is pretty full today. You can see there's like these cute tin look ceramic jars, all kinds of like random bits and bobs. I loved this bird. I thought that was super pretty. And not too much other, the basket and wooden aisle was definitely not overflowing at this Goodwill. It's pretty bare and sparse, actually. I did like those little die that were available. I thought this was a super cool rolling pin, although I don't even know what you would use that for. Maybe for imprinting an image on pie dough? I don't know. Someone needs to let me know what that's for. I thought this kitty cat on the path was super cute, but that definitely didn't make it home with me. These were super gorgeous vintage plates that I did not take with me because I don't really collect a lot of glassware, but these were gorgeous. I love the colors, and they were in really amazing condition. I just felt like they would be really challenging to resell, so I'm really curious as to your thoughts. This was really pretty. I loved the green look. I thought that they were a really sweet find, but again, I also did not end up taking these home with me. I didn't think the resale value was really there for these items. These screamed fall to me with the brown and the pumpkin color, and I thought those were really fun. But I thought it was hilarious that it was like $3 from Christmas Tree Shop, and they were selling it for $6 at Goodwill. It was kind of funny, typical. I love this plate. I just love the flowers. I love the colors. I love that it was like it's actually signed on the bag. It has a little artist signature up there, and that totally made it in my cart and made it into my booth. I definitely brought that home with me. I love the brown and the pink. I thought that is such a pretty combo. These plates, I just love the the fruit combo and the colors. I did not take those home. So many random fun things at my Goodwill. Like these plates. But again, I just kind of felt like they were a little pricey for the condition that they were in. I loved that little floral vase with the birds on it. I thought that was super cute. Great for a floral arrangement. These lamps, I had to include a little image of these lamps because the price, they were $75 for each lamp. I thought it was kind of insane, the price on those two beauties, because they're not that gorgeous and they're $75 a piece. And I don't know, like, if you can resell them for anywhere near even close to that amount, just with like the colors on them and yeah, and the lighting itself. I mean, it's just way overpriced, way over my budget anyway. I don't think that they would resell for over $100. So I've decided to head into Resource, which is like my community recycling store. It's right next to Goodwill. It opens right after at like 10. So I'm here at 10 after. Parking lot is full already. So let's see what we find. So here we are at Restore. There's always goodies to be found here. I love that blue plate. Again, not super vintage, but it was pretty. These are gorgeous books. I don't need any books. I'm not really collecting any books, but these were really nice books on some stunning artwork. So I thought those would make really nice coffee table books. They were really pretty. You can see a little Greenery made its way into my cart. I freaking love anything Martha Stewart. So that book jumped right out at me. I love this little brass tray. I'm going to take that home and see if I can clean her up and make her shiny. Again, this definitely was like a nostalgia piece for me because I've seen tons of them in Morocco. I love this little desk organizer. I thought it was super cute. Definitely slipping around a bunch, but the images on it were adorable, very Parisian, and giving me a little Paris vibes. I went to Paris a couple summers ago, so I love the memory. Lots of vases here today. These were really cool. I thought if you were, propagating some plant cuttings, I thought that would be a great buy for your windowsill. This Goodwill always has tons of lamps, none that are like amazing, just like lots of like mediocre lamp action. I frequently hit both directions of the same aisle so that I can see everything in both ways. So one last stop before my Zoom meeting. I'm going to Restore, Habitat for Humanity Restore, and I've gotten a bunch of items here. You can see, actually you can't see it, but I'll show my haul later on in the video so you can see everything that I've found so far. So last stop, there's not a ton. I loved this box. This was a super fun find for me. And oh my God, he's so cute. He did not come home with me though. So time for the fun part, the haul part of the video. So I got a bunch of stuff, guys, like just so many different styles. And I have no idea what will sell because my booth is like a couple weeks open and I'm just testing things out. So mostly I pick what I love and then we'll just see. We'll see how it goes. So where to begin? Okay, so I started out at Goodwill. I didn't find much. It was pretty picked over and really expensive, like I mentioned in my video, but I did end up
getting this piece. It's like a framed, it's pretty dusty and dirty. It's a framed matted piece with these birds. It's called Les Rois des Cardinaux. So I believe it's French. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look more information up. It's professionally framed. It's even got these like cute little stickers on the back. So it tells, it's in amazing condition. It tells me it was done relatively like recently, like this framing was done pretty recently, but it is in like a vintage style frame, one of my favorite styles. Like I love the gold. I love the birds. I think it's a print. I saw tons of these actually at a flea market like last month, and they were for sale loose, like these printed pages from books, from illustrated books, and they were like $15 a piece. So I got this for $5. I thought that was a pretty sweet deal, and I plan on selling this in my shop and also probably on Etsy. And if I do have it in my Etsy shop, I will link it in the comments of the video. I got another piece of artwork. This one's super dirty, so I really need to clean that up. But I got this mostly for the color of the frame, and I really loved the fruit inside. It just felt like a summery, fun decor piece. Strawberries, wild strawberries, peaches, and blueberries. It's super dirty, so I don't really know if you can get a real feel for it, but it's definitely a vintage piece, and I like the placement. I thought it would be super cute in kitchen or home decor. This was $1.99, so the price was right, and I will clean it up and you'll see it's going to look gorgeous. I got this hand-painted plate. It's not a piece I would normally grab. Also got this at the Goodwill. It was $3. I'll show you some of the detail up a little closer. Hopefully you can see that. It's actually stamped on the back, and the date is, I think it's 93. So Van Vlack 93. I'll look it up. I'll look up more info. But I definitely felt like $3 was a great deal, and that I could 100% get what I paid for this and a little extra. And it's in great condition. No chips, no cracking or anything like that. On a similar, I was gonna say a similar vein. I was gonna show you another plate that I got, but I'll just show you like my last Goodwill find. I got this. It's like an enormous shutter, and it's weathered. It's definitely not, I don't think it's a vintage piece. It looks vintage, like it's definitely been like aged. You can see the age spots here. It's like been painted with a few layers of paint, sanded. I just thought it was super cute decor item, and that it would like fly right out of my shop because of the colors and how cute it is, like rustic but like bright, and it's like blue and pink and yellow, so it has kind of like all the colors going on in there, and it was $6. So it was, I felt like a steal, and I know that it'll I'm pretty sure it'll sell like right away. So that was a fun little Goodwill find. Okay, so moving on, I'll get to the other plate that I got. This one I think came from the Resource or Restore. It's a deviled egg plate. It's definitely not like super old. It might be like a reproduction of a vintage plate. It was in great condition. I did do a quick like Google Lens search, and they were selling on eBay for somewhere in the range of like 22 to 25. I spent $4 on it. I thought that was a great little bargain, and I love a good deviled egg tray. Like I use them all the time, and I have a few at home, and I love the roses on this one, and I think it's super cute. Yeah, so this was another fave plate that I got. Okay, what else did I nab today. Also at the same shop that I got that little deviled egg plate, I ended up finding this little brass plate. It actually has a little picture hook soldered on the back of it, which was definitely done after purchase. These are, this is really heavy duty and is really well made, and is the kind of brass plate that you would find like all over Morocco. When I was traveling in Morocco, I've been there a couple times, but recently, last year and the year before, these are everywhere and all over, and they make them a lot thinner than this now. So the modern plates that are made like these days are a little bit thinner brass. This is a much thicker and heavier plate. You can see it has like some great patina on here, but I'll probably shine it up before selling, and this was $2.99, so I thought this was also a great bargain price. And I do like that you can hang it up, but I also would use it just as a tray on a table. And you could put a candle or like a place for your keys or something like that. I think these trays are really awesome for home decor. I have quite a few of them at home myself, so I had to pick this one up. One thing, I'm not sure if I'm gonna sell this because I love it and I love a good organizer. I got this mostly, this is paper, it's a cardboard like organizer piece for your desk, and I really got this because of the pattern on it. I don't think cardboard is particularly long lasting or valuable on any level. I just loved that it had you know, this Paris scene on it. This is Montmartre with Sacré-Cœur in the background, and I love the little people, and I just thought it was so cute, and it would bring me a lot of joy on my desk. And so I know that if I do decide to sell it, it will bring somebody else a lot of joy as well. So it has these little drawers, which are super cute for storing and stashing things in, and then these little sections on top to put like your letters in and whatnot. So this is a piece that I may or may not end up putting in my shop, but it's super cute, and I love that vintage Parisian vibe. It's definitely giving me that, and it was like $2.99, so I had to pick it up for my desk. So what else? I also got kind of wild. I normally, like, I don't know, I normally wouldn't buy something like this, but I just saw it on the shelf. It was like kind of like laying down and hidden amongst some other things. This is a wooden tray. It's hand painted. I think it actually has Jan 20 on it, so like maybe it was painted in 2020, if that is even possible. It's quite possible, I think, because it is like in amazing condition. And actually, like, as I'm sorry, I'm like pausing, but as I'm sitting here looking at it, I feel like I can see an outline of something else that was painted underneath it. So it was definitely like this final design, I think, was painted on top of something else. So I wonder if this is like a piece that was like refurbished or repainted by somebody, or maybe they started with one design, they didn't like it, and so they painted over and painted on top of something else. So I'll show it up a little closer. Again, it's really dusty. Sorry, I didn't clean anything up before I decided to film this, but you can see the detail work here along the edge, and the painting on the front of the platter. It's really beautiful, and it was $4, and I thought that it was dramatic and it was gorgeous, and it feels very autumnal to me. So if I was to create a display with this, I would do something you know, in October with other dark things like black and white plates or china, or something that gives that like moody vibe. I loved it. So I really didn't care that it was really modern, or might be modern and might not be vintage. I just thought it was so beautiful. It didn't really matter. And the level of detail that went into it, and the fact that it was like hand painted, just really made it worth it, in my opinion. And I definitely think someone will pick this up. I got another piece from the same store by, I think, the same artist, actually. So this is a box, and it's stunning. Like, the painting on this is stunning. It's gorgeous. Lily, a couple of hydrangeas. They're super stylized looking. And then these, like, I think they're calla lilies with some other orchid type flowers here. And then this border was gorgeous. The rim, like the pattern around the edging of the box is really, really beautiful. And then you open up the piece. It's actually quite heavy. Again, inside of the box is painted. It's really beautiful. And this has Jan. That's why I think it's the same artist. And it says 12. So maybe she did this in 2012 and the other in 2020. I don't know. That's just what I'm guessing. If you think you know what that means or what it is, let me know in the comments, because I would love to know. Again, I spent $6 on this. I thought that this was an awesome deal, simply not for the age or anything, but simply for the amount of handwork and painting that was involved in creating this. So I felt really great about this purchase, and I think it's beautiful. And I could see displaying it just as it is, or you know, putting sewing supplies in it, crochet needles, like anything like that. I can see storing like some goodies in it, and then just displaying this whole box on your desk or dresser. It's just so pretty and heavy and well made. What else did I get? I got some stuff for my booth, some Greenery. So I picked this Greenery up. It is wrapped in painter's tape, and it's all loose, I think, just like loose, long strands of Greenery. And the gals wanted like $7.99 for it at Restore, which I thought was like, I don't know, $7.99. I definitely was like thinking it was worth it. Greenery is usually like super expensive. This isn't the most realistic looking Greenery. It's not like the highest quality Greenery I've ever seen. But I think it will add like a lot of pizzazz and panache to my booth, especially because I have this vision of like hanging it at the top of my booth and having it like dangle down the sides. And I think that is just like so stunning in a booth space to just enliven it and make it look really beautiful and rich. And obviously it never dies, so it'll be there forever. And of course I'll sell it. So I'm gonna sell the strands, probably tie a few bundles together and sell them like as a little package deal. So I definitely think that I will make my money back on these. And if I don't, they'll just make my booth all that much more beautiful. So I purchased these, and I can't wait to like unwrap them and see what they look like as full length items. I did buy this cute poster because I could not resist. It was $2.99. It's a Portland, Love Portland by Local poster. It's like brand new. Basically, it's framed in this really lovely frame. It has zero dust on it. I don't know if it was probably given to somebody as like a gift. At least that's what I'm imagining. It's really never been hung. It's framed by Casco Bay Frames and Gallery in Portland, Maine. And it has all the information about the frame and like where it was made and how it was put together right here on the back. And then it even comes with like a little hook and a little picture hook and a nail to like put it up on the wall. So it's like all in one, like all one gift. I don't live in Portland, Maine. I live in Vermont. So this isn't like necessarily gonna like just fly right out of the shop, but I feel like it would be perfect for the right person. And I love the artwork and the color. And I also was thinking I might gift this to somebody that I know who lives in Portland. So it may not make it to the shop, we'll see. But I did grab this today as well. Oops, I don't wanna break anything. I think that's it. That's all I got today. So that's what I got in my little haul today. I hope that, so I think that's it. I think that's all I got in my haul today. Quite a lot actually for like a super quick, squeeze it in before a meeting shop. So that is what I ended up with. Please follow along if you'd like to see more of these. Subscribe to my channel. I'd love to hear what you think of my haul. I'd love to hear any comments, any questions. If you watched the video and saw some of the pieces that I saw, what are your thoughts around pricing, especially some of the Goodwill pieces that I was sharing I felt were kind of overpriced. What about that piece of glass that I left behind that was like 20 bucks? I've been seeing them selling for around that price, so I didn't feel like that was a great buy for my booth, but I'd love to hear what you think. So yeah, please comment below. And thanks for watching, and subscribe if you could. I would love that. I'd really appreciate your subscription. Thanks so much.